All right, so hey, this is Rockman.
This is Iteluna.
Hell yeah, and I got a surprise video clip here.
Oh man.
Let's see, I was playing some off stream, looks like a couple days ago, 3 days ago, and apparently I got my first ever S rank on a level that I hadn't done before.
Nice.
So I was like, it just happened. I wasn't even trying for an S rank. I was just trying to beat the game with Estelle, and
Yeah.
it happened, and it got a trophy, and I was like, wow.
Yeah, it's S rank's one of the ones that like it seems a lot harder than it is. As long as you like don't use stars very much and don't get hit very much, chances are you can get it. Obviously combos too.
I don't think I used any stars, and actually, between the last time I streamed this game and there was that update, there was a little update. I think they changed a little bit. I think they gave you more time for combos, so maybe that combo that I got right there, maybe that helped.
Yeah, there was an update that changed. Actually, it was like a really big update. It changed like a lot of characters and changed like the speed run of this game. And I mean, I haven't played it since this update, but I just know from seeing other people interact with it.
Apparently, during the video, I paused for a little bit. I think it was the middle of the night, and I think I was listening to DK's podcast while I was just playing Streets of Rage in the background.
I know what I feel. I do that stuff sometimes.
And there's loud power tool noises going on outside. Probably have something to do with the landscapers were here. Some roofing guys are here doing some repairs. There's all sorts of shit. But I don't know. Is Estelle particularly that good of a character or anything?
I don't think Estelle got changed much. The two characters that got like massively nerfed, I would say, are Max and Shiva, because they were just like ridiculously good. So they made them not as ridiculously good. I don't know if they're bad now, but I don't think they're nearly as good as they were. I'd have to play though to know for sure. Like I said, I haven't touched Max, my speedrun character, in a hot minute. Not to mention, I don't run on the highest category, so I probably wouldn't notice the changes as much as they would. Because there's people that like only like running on the highest category. So,
But
by the
doing
way, um, not to change the subject from Streets Rage too much, but like a day or two ago, it dawned on me that the vacation visit is happening next week, and I was like, oh man, this came up a lot quicker than I realized. I was like, whoa, the heck? It's already that time?
yeah, it's less than a week away.
Yeah, it was literally, I go to my doctor's appointment on Monday morning, and then I come back home and go to the Detroit airport.
Yeah, I mean that's I mean I was gonna bring up at some point during this stream, and I'm sure we'll talk off stream in more detail. Just about like when exactly you're getting here. Well, I think I know that, but then also like,
Yeah, it's like late evening, sort of. Not late, not super late. Well, I guess it depends on your perspective on what late evening is.
yeah, well, I mean that's I got a one up there. But so that's another question. Is like I wanted to ask you about your when you plan on waking up, when you plan on going to sleep. Usually, what about food, what you can eat, what you can't eat, what we're planning to eat, stuff like that.
So that's one thing I have to check up on because I have diabetes medication. So I have to probably take that with me, or at least some of it with me. I don't imagine they would deny me medical medication. And then mostly the stuff I can't eat is I still do on occasion, but not very much anymore, is sweets. Besides that, I'm mostly okay. Especially if I just take one of those pills with dinner.
Okay, so I'm not planning on buying a bunch of candy and cakes for us to be eating.
Yeah.
Basically,
I would say the big thing is I don't really drink regular soda anymore, so if you can, zero sugar type of soda for me would be
yeah,
best.
that's something that I need to. I used to have some, and I don't think I do anymore. I mean, my dad has some, but
Yeah. I don't want to take his supply though, because then I'd have to talk to him about it.
yeah.
Essentially, the drinks I usually drink nowadays is Pepsi Zero Sugar. There's also Pepsi Zero Sugar Wild Cherry. That's my favorite. I like wild cherry. And surprisingly, the Zero Sugar actually tastes pretty much the same as what I remember the old sodas tasting like, which is shocking to me because most of my experience with diet soda is huh, that was an interesting little combo there at the end. It kind of looked like you had a minute infinite. I don't know for sure if that was an infinite or not, but it looked like it.
See, I don't know what was required for that S rank, but I ended up just under 20,000 points there.
I want to say it's 15,000, maybe.
Wow.
I don't remember the exact threshold.
There we go. So it's 612 for time, whatever health
Yeah.
bonuses and that whatnot.
So you got a pretty good time bonus. You got a lot of bonus for you not using stars, and you got a lot of health bonus for not using or not dying. So yeah, that's what added up and got you this rank.
Yeah, you don't see it in the video, but the trophy stage
Yeah.
mastery is what it's called. All right,
Nice.
yeah.
So yeah, that's mostly it. Just anything that's low sugar type drinks for drinks. I'm not gonna die if I have a surge can or anything like that. But I definitely can't be hammering them either.
I don't know, Surge maybe.
I don't know. Surge is pretty brutal. It is a lot.
You might be fine with a sun drop. I wouldn't trust a Surge.
Yeah, no, Surge. That's true. Surge is probably not healthy for regular people.
Yes. Okay, so I got to clear all these games here. I got to free up some space. So what I did is there's trophies for beating the game with Estelle and Max. So this was Estelle. Yeah. This is Max. I'm going to do the last level here with Estelle and then as Max to finish off those playthroughs.
Max is the boy.
He's a big boy.
I do miss playing as him, but I also at the same time don't really miss speedrunning because it was getting kind of not as fun anymore once I was world record or bust. Which it was fun. It was fun competing for a while, but then it became I kind of miss when it was just I'm trying to improve my own time and not beat a world record.
Yeah.
Because I guess I don't have that mindset of wanting to just beat a world record time only and that's it. I'm more of a the funnest time I had speedrunning was when I was first learning how to speed run, and like I just was like improving by like 10 seconds here, 20 seconds here, and then just slowly moving up the leaderboard. That was probably the funnest time I had with this game. I won't lie and say like it was really hype being a world record holder for a good while, but
Yeah.
now I got a new game that I kind of do that with, and that's Cuphead, which I'm not like quite like elite speedrun level, but I'm good for really a good like a high end casual player. Probably could learn how to do Cuphead speedrun, but I don't know.
High-end casual. That's basically like a category where it's like you can beat anybody except Zoda.
I might be able to beat Zoda in Cuphead. Maybe. I've never seen him play it though, so I don't know for sure.
Even if he never has, pretty
I
quickly
know
he'll
Zoda,
get.
I know Zoda's insane at like getting really good at a game really fast, so I wouldn't doubt him like if he like practiced, if he could like get just as fast, if not faster. It's the same with Doom, by the way. Like if he played Cuphead more, I think he would also be really good at it as well, because he plays those bullet hell games, so he's a lot more well trained at like that playing that type of stuff than I am. Cuphead's just like one of the few games like that I play.
Doom's so good he should beat Galaga Legions.
Galaga games, man. They're something, alright. And as for like dinner stuff, I don't know. I was just gonna let you decide whatever you want to do. Like, I'm not against anything for dinner, really. I'm not a picky eater.
Well, I figure Ratmus could bring us, the deep dish pizza.
Yeah, it's cool with me.
As for at least one of the other days, we got a Portillo's right near here. And they've got beef sandwiches, they've got hot dogs, they've got chicken sandwiches, they have burgers, although they're not that great.
And like a comedian, I think it was Gabriel Iglesias, was talking about Portillo's in a comedy skit one time. But he was like talking about something I probably wouldn't be able to have, which was like a chocolate cake shake or something.
Oh yeah, that's Cobra loves that too.
I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't be able to have that.
Mean,
I could, but like it wouldn't be.
Like you said, like not only is it bad for someone with diabetes, it's just bad for anyone in general.
Yeah,
it's like more than your entire allotted like daily calories.
Yeah, like it sounded delicious, but like at the same time, I'm like, I don't know.
But yeah, I mean, what time do you usually plan on waking up or going to sleep, or at least during the time you'll have at least?
As a person, I am very flexible with my sleep. As it turns out, I'm very good at just like changing it on the fly daily.
As we kind of remember, yeah.
I would say for the first night, I was hoping to not stay up too late just because it's travel night. But I'm not like saying I want to go to bed at like 10 p.m. either. I was thinking maybe like 1 or 2, and then get up at like, I don't know, 10 or 11.
Okay.
And then other nights besides that, I don't really mind staying up as late as possible. And it doesn't really matter on the back end either, because I also took an extra day off for travel. So like I should be able to stay up like that last night too, because I'll be not going to work that night either, because I also took that off to be safe. Not to mention, I was like gonna get back home at like 7 or 8 o'clock, and it was like, yeah, I don't know if I want to go into work right after that. That was really fun to play, but I don't know if I could ever play her fast. I think she's just a really good casual play. Maybe she might be better now. I don't know. I'd have to mess around with her. I do know her infinite setups are insane, though. Because it's like her infinite setups were like something like she would do like a short hop and then like use her stun grenades and then just kind of repeat from that. But like if you mess up the short hop, it like literally messes up the entire loop.
Oh yeah, and shortly after I got that S rank, like I passed 2.5 million total points, which is halfway to the 5 million.
Ah, nice. I actually haven't. I don't even remember how many points I had. I think I had 100 million or something.
You must get like just way more points for playing on higher difficulties, I would assume, right?
Yeah, because there's just more enemies. So you're just always going to get more points just for beating up on the enemies, even if you don't do huge combos.
That wonderful troll enemy there.
That's why I like the easiest way to get like the out of this world combo achievement was just like going to like a really busy screen with Max and then just using like his stars. And then next thing you know, you got an out of this world achievement. I had to see like they changed things, but then still left the stupid stuff like these stupid Shadow Ninja guys. So pointless.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, they're just gonna come out with a terrible game and have like guns for no reason. This is why my favorite. Super obnoxious.
I'm trying to get the boxes.
You can get them, one of them in the robot. That special does a lot of damage on the legs.
It's just one shot at you.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. Like, what happens is, like, the robot, for some reason, just has, and they've never changed it. The robot just has, like, really low HP for some reason. Or you just do more damage. I don't know the exact breakdown of it. And, like, the special can hit, like, both legs at the same time, so it'll double. And that's why, like, you can just one-shot, like, someone in that robot. Yeah.
I don't get credits. But yeah, I usually get up at like noon and go to bed at like 3 a.m.
Yeah, that's a fine time.
I mean, and like, you know, as for streaming, like I said, like it's possible that Bunny might be streaming Link to the Past in the evening hours. So like, we could possibly do afternoon stream. I mean,
Yeah.
like you said, if on nights where you were okay with staying up, and we could do a late night stream, or maybe even both. Do one in the afternoon, you know, have dinner, watch Bunny, and then do another late night one, depending on what we're doing. Although,
cool me.
Yeah, so we'll kind of play it by ear. But on the day that Ratmus is coming over, because of his job, he's not going to stay up late at all. So we will have to stream in the evening.
I figured as much.
So yeah, when we have him, it'll be like a straight up evening stream until he goes to bed.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think like a couple weeks ago, I made like a game list of possible things we were going to stream, and then I haven't looked at it since. So we'll get back to that.
Gotcha.
I don't really want to be like having to play Apex Legends while you're here. I'm hoping that I'll finish the stupid event that's going on before you get here.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'll play with you, but I'll tell you I won't be having a good time because I don't really play FPS like that.
Yeah, I didn't exactly put streaming two-player Apex Legends on the list of things.
Yeah, it was like I don't know. One of the game genres I just never got like too into besides a few here and there. Which I know that's the same for you with Apex.
Yeah.
Which is weird considering like other friends that I know are like massive FPS people. Like my brother is also like a huge FPS person. Like massive FPS person.
I guess Doom's brother kind of is into that too because he used to stream like FPSs.
He used to like he streamed and he also was like guess like a pro FPS player when CS:GO was around.
And like, I mean, I definitely want to be having you stream some Streets of Rage 4, like maybe trying to beat the game on like hard difficulty or whatever I haven't done.
Yeah, that's fine with me. Be a nice refresher and see if I can remember how to play.
And I was like, we could do some off-stream playing too. Like, I don't know how much of your visit you want to be like, oh, Rockman's just forcing me to play Streets of Rage 4 just constantly just to get all these goddamn trophies. And
I don't really mind. It's better than having to go to work or anything.
And that's true.
And as it turns out, I happen to be really good at Streets of Rage. So it's like not exactly like it's a pretty smart idea to have me do achievements because I can probably do them.
If there's any other game you're like, wow, Rockman, I've never played this game, I want to check it out, or if you're like, I feel like just sitting down and watching a movie, you can check out my movie selection.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be like a day or something where I'm just like, I don't feel like playing games. That's kind of how I am lately. It's like there's days where I'm just like, I could stream, but I'm not going to.
Oh, followers.
Oop. First time viewer, long time douchebag.
Yeah, I guess maybe we don't have to plan on streaming that first night because
yeah, it'd be kind of hard because like I get in I think at like 6. So
probably,
I don't remember how long it takes to get from the airport to your house, but like if we eat, like that's gonna add time, and then like.
Well, I tell you one thing, I'm not gonna let my dad take you out to some restaurant on the way home.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
But,
We'll talk my ear off if we do. That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's not that far of a drive from the airport, but you never know if when your flight might be late or early, and then we got to figure out dinner, and then
Yeah.
like I said, we might just want to relax and want to check out Bunny if she's streaming A Link to the Past, and then
She would be at that time, I think, or at least like.
yeah, I would hope so, and then just kind of relax and then stream on Tuesday. Probably try Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, either afternoon or whatever we can come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we won't be streaming Friday either because that'll be pretty much just wake up and you and Ratmus get ready and leave.
Yeah. I'm gonna pull up my itinerary. I think I can remember when I arrive and when I leave.
Just like Max, like I'm just wildly karate chopping, trying to hit him and not hitting him. It's silly.
Yeah. No, that's Max for you. His range is really short, but like when he hits, it hurts. Okay. Do my trip. Okay. So I leave at 6 my time on Monday, and I arrive at 6:30 your time because the hour goes back. Because yeah, the flight to Chicago is really short. It's like an hour. And then on the way back, I think it's like 2 o'clock when I have to be at the airport. Or well, that's when my flight leaves, so I'll probably have to leave at like noon. 3 o'clock, 2:55 to be exact. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Apparently, Doom was so intrigued by the vacation stuff that he's going on his own mini vacation this weekend.
You're saying he copied your vacation idea?
I don't know if necessarily that's the thing. I do know he's going to Universal like this end weekend. I don't know if he's gonna be there for like a week or anything, but
Yeah, well, I know he's going to visit Sky Blazer, who I think works at Universal Studios.
yeah, that's what he was saying. Universal. I was like, oh, cool. And he said Sky Blazer, and I like told him I said because I've actually met Sky Blazer. He isn't just a mysterious chat member.
Amazing. Well, speaking of hi, I think Song told me to say hi to you. She's at work, probably can't watch the stream.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh. You got so lucky he didn't shoot you before you got that health. Boom, 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 Thunderstrike. The only thing I don't like about that special is it has weird targeting, so I never know how much damage it's gonna do. Not to mention they've changed it, so I don't know exactly how it works anymore.
Won't be laughing in a second.
Yeah. Max eats the robot alive. I think they nerfed Thunderstrike damage because like one Thunderstrike used to like take out like that whole HP bar on the robot. All clear. Heck yeah.
25,000 points, but not enough for an S rank there.
Yeah, I think on stage 12, I think it might up to 30k because of how big the stage is.
Alright, so yeah, I beat it as a Stellan Max. Those are trophies.
Oh, yeah.
Now, then there's the alternate moves in the survival mode. We're not going to bother with that.
Yeah, that's a lot.
But yeah, when you're here, I'd certainly like you to complete a stage without taking damage.
Yeah, I can imagine I could do that. I've done that. I've beat the game without taking damage before, so I think I could still do a stage.
Clear arcade mode on hard. There's also
Yep. Should be okay.
Get an S rank on all stages on hard difficulty or higher. Well,
yeah, I could do that.
Okay, so the last time I was streaming this playthrough, which I only beat level 1, you don't get an achievement, but I was playing as Rue. Oh, you can change the colors a little bit too. Let's see.
Yeah.
So just for funsies, we'll beat the game as Rue. I will beat the game as Rue anyways.
Nice. Audio wouldn't be really weird. I'd try to like beat the game the same time you're playing and see how fast I can do it. But
just beating that guy with a... You're like, you haven't played this game in a while, and then you'll roll up to my house and you'll just be playing it so much.
yeah, it could happen. Obviously, I thought like a game I for sure thought we'd probably get some games in of was depending on how busy other people are, was Mario Party Superstars. But I guess that depends on how busy people are and if they have time to play with us or anything.
Yeah, we certainly, could. Or we could play a Mario Party that's not online.
Oh man. Is it the one that they get in a car and ride together?
Oh god.
That's the one that I remember seeing you guys play a lot.
Somebody gave that to me for my birthday or something, and we played it like once in a birthday stream and never again. But I mean, I love Mario Party 8 for Wii.
Yeah, I like a lot of Mario parties. I like Fortune Street, even though I don't know what I'm doing half the time. I just kind of wing it. Like, every time I've played Fortune Street, I always do some crazy stuff, but I don't know what I'm doing. Like, I'm not doing it because I know what I'm doing. I'm just doing it because it looks fun.
It's a chaotic strategy or something.
It's pretty much what it is, yeah, because, like, I have, like, there's no strategy going on. It's literally just, hey, if I throw just a boatload of money on this, it's going to be really expensive if you land on it. That's pretty much my thought process. And then somehow I I have like crazy stuff happen where I have like a property that if you land on it, you get hit with a $30,000 charge. Sadly, nobody landed on that one, but there was one that like I got to like stupid high levels, like it would bankrupt like someone from winning the game, like levels.
I think the last time I played Fortune Street was like almost a year ago when Xander was here last.
Oh man, Xander and his classic Xanderland. Where it was like what did he say it was? Like 50% better. Forgot the exact phrasing. 10%. Okay, not even as much as I said. Oh, God. 10%. I don't even know how you quantify that, nor do I want to know. Freaking Xander. I realized, like, if I wanted to meet Xander, all I'd have to really do is just go to ASEN. Oh, wait, I've already met Xander, though. I went to TwitchCon, that's right. I wanted to see him again. I'd just go to ASEN.
Yeah. If you wanted to spend way too much money on anime plushies, you could also go to ASEN.
Don't get me started on my anime convention spending, but still like realized I spent way too much. Then I also went on a manga buying craze after that, so it just extended into like future time.
I only actually went there that one time, and I spent more money than I wanted to spend, that's for sure.
Yeah. Well, there'd be some cool stuff. And, like, I don't know. I just spent a lot. It was like, goodness gracious, you did not need to spend this much.
I'm just gonna move on.
Hey, Ramus.
Oh, hey, Ratmus. You off work already?
Maybe he's on lunch. I don't know. Speaking of which, or not speaking of which, but like speaking of random things, how you been feeling about Bunny on Link to the Past?
To be brutally honest, I'm thinking that I don't like watching people play games blind anymore.
Is it just because they like don't know what they're doing, or is it like difficulty with things that seem simple? Maybe.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't make sense for me to complain that she doesn't know where to go. That doesn't make sense, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a little painful to watch.
Gotcha.
And I don't know, I mean, that's all it is. Like, I've been dealing with it by basically like when she gets lost and in trouble and stuff, I basically just mute the tab and I look at another tab and I just take a break and then I come back to it when the suffering is over.
Yeah, I admittedly, like, not too long ago, I thought about, cause like I've beaten Link to the Past before, but it's been forever, so I don't really remember a lot about it. So I thought about playing it for the first time, but I also don't like being the cause of people having a hard time watching stuff. I'd rather be like Clutch Master and make it look effortless. I bet, like, I think I could probably do alright at Link to the Past, though. I don't know if it would take me a whole stream to beat a dungeon, basically, is what I'm saying.
Even if that dungeon is Ice Palace.
Well, like, I probably wouldn't. I probably would, with Ice Palace, I probably would have done a lot more prep, I would imagine.
I don't know. I mean, I have a pretty shitty memory in general, so it's not like it doesn't make sense for me to be shitting on people's memories.
Yeah.
But I don't like just sometimes like when I see again I don't want to be shitting on Bunny too much, but like when she goes in a dungeon and she's going around in the rooms and it's been 20 minutes and it's been 30 minutes and like I know she's never seen the place before, but by the time she's been in the rooms multiple times, like and she says she has no idea where she is or where she's been or if she's been in this room before, I'm kind of just like, how do you not remember that? But again, maybe I have no right to say that, so.
Yeah, not sure. Yeah, admittedly, like, I've been watching her Link to the Past playthrough, but not as, like, closely. I tend to do something else while I'm watching as well. So, like, if she gets lost, I don't really know about it until, like, I just hear her happy cries at beating the boss finally.
I mean, I know that A Link to the Past is one of the more difficult games in terms of like, the enemies, they do so much damage. You don't have that many good ways to heal yourself.
Yeah.
The combat is very tricky. Some of the enemies are annoying assholes. It's like,
What got me is like, so she was mentioning like wanting to play other Zelda games, and I think I said something like, oh yeah, she should play Majora's Mask because that's my favorite. And like people like laughed about it. I'm like, Majora's Mask is easier than. I mean, there's a lot more to remember, but it's easier to play than Link to the Past, I would say.
I mean, I think it is in terms of combat, because like literally the only time I've ever died in Majora's Mask was like one time where I made a stupid mistake where I had 3 hearts at the beginning of the game and I tried to fight a Peahat.
Yeah, like.
But like, I don't know. So, again, I don't get the whole anxiety of the 3-day cycle, but like figuring out what to do in that game without a guide or somebody telling you what to do, like I'm not gonna lie, it is difficult.
Yeah. I mean, admittedly, I wouldn't want to watch her play it, her just trying to blindly go through it. I probably would be like, you should probably get generalized tips from somebody on places to check out.
Well, I mean,
and
that's
then
why
go explore beyond that.
She was saying how she had beat Ocarina of Time when it came out and didn't remember anything. So I'm like, that would be the perfect game to go back to. It's like you don't remember anything,
Yeah.
but you've played it before. It's a great game to start on.
Yeah, and there's no time cycle.
There's no time cycle. It's
probably
probably a little bit. It's probably a little bit easier because it's more linear. You got Navi shouting in your ear all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, if she ever wanted to play Majora's Mask, starting with Ocarina is a good idea.
Yeah. I thought like the best game, like to me, what seems like the easiest game to like play as a beginner might be Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking that too.
Because I know the answer isn't Wind Waker, because Wind Waker sea exploration is quite a bit.
Yeah, if you're not willing to just blindlessly explore for hours and hours and hours, you're never going to find like any hard pieces or anything. like I guess another thing that kind of confuses me, and again, like, I mean, it's not really a dig on Bunny, but like, because I don't watch her play a lot of the modern games, whatever modern games are. So, like, kind of when she says, like, I can't figure these old games out, like, are they so different? Like, do new games not expect you to learn a dungeon, like, to remember a dungeon or figure enemies out or kind of figure out cryptic things? Like, is there just nothing like that in any game she's ever played in her life?
I don't think I don't think that's the case, because I mean, just like last year, or was it the year before that, her favorite game was like Aegis Rim, and like that had like all sorts of weird like story, like hidden secrets and like memorizing things and stuff like that. So, man, did they get rid of the spike wall on the stage?
That looks like a spike wall. I don't know.
Yeah, but it didn't seem to do damage when she ran into it, so I kind of wonder if they got rid of the damage on the spike wall.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, like, I've seen plenty of modern games she's played where she had to, like, solve things, so I don't really know if that's the case. I feel like... Not to mention, Bunny's hard to read, because, like, sometimes when she's, like, complaining about a game, she's actually, like, having the time of her life. So it's, like, I don't really know if she dislikes the game or if she's just complaining.
Yeah,
and, like,
and
that's just kind of how she streams.
And on the other side, it seems like if she was angry, she could hide it very well.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But, like, I mean, because
But like with me, when I hate a game, you're gonna know it.
Yeah. I've seen her talk about, like, how, like, even when it seems like she's angry, that might actually just be her having a good time. I don't know if that's the case with Link to the Past, but, like, I've heard her literally say that before. And I mean, she plays Dark Souls type games, so it's not like her having a hard time with a boss, like, bothers her that much.
And like I always hear how hard Dark Souls is, but I never watch it. I don't know what even. I don't know what it is basically. Like, if there's a hard boss in Dark Souls, like, but you die, do you like restart right there?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, I mean,
you restart like at the start of the boss fight again, so it's basically just it's kind of a like.
Maybe that's the thing, is like in older games they expect you to replay more than they do in modern games.
That might be it. I bet if she started right at the boss, it wouldn't bother her as much.
Yeah.
Which there's a solution to that, but if she wants to stick to how it used to play without the solution, that's always an option. The solution could be save states, but I think she's one of those people that's against save states. So
that's good, because Doom is also, and he picked the game, so
yeah.
I don't think
I mean, I personally I don't really like save states either, but I also am like, if you're having a miserable time, I understand switching to it just to get through it. Like, because I've had that same experience where I was like beating Sonic 2, and like when I had the game over, I'm like, I'm not doing the whole game again. I'm just gonna use the stage skip, and then I did. And then I went back and beat it naturally, but it was like that time I was like, I'm not doing this whole game again. one game, like, I would understand completely if people wanted to use save state as if they want to play Shinobi 3 at final stages of something. I never used save states on Shinobi 3, but that is a game I would definitely consider it if I didn't just get good fame. Backup requested.
I mean, there's been some games where I know I could just never beat them. I beat them with save states, and I know it doesn't count. But you know, I try not to do that on stream. It's like
Yeah.
I think like very early on when I was streaming, I beat Donkey Kong Country with save states because I was just too much of a pussy to try it, and then it never really sit well with me. And then like a couple years ago, I finally did it without save states on the stream.
I actually don't know if I've ever beat Donkey Kong Country. I'm sure I have, but it's like, man, memory.
Yeah.
Memory makes it hard for me to remember for sure if I beat Donkey Kong Country.
And there's been some cases, especially like recently with Ratmus playing Mega Man, where it's like we're using the save state basically just to save the stream, like because like we know we could just backtrack and grind. It's just like
Yeah.
to save the stream. We don't have a lot of time. Ratmus can only come over once every 2 weeks. We can't be wasting
that's
2 hours grinding.
It's more understandable in that instance. Man, still felt bad that you guys disliked Mega Man 8 that much. But I guess I'm in the minority here. I know a lot of people don't like Mega Man 8.
I mean, tell us what is it about it that you did like? I mean, it's the anime cutscenes, right?
I love the cheesy voice acting. I love the music. Like, that might be some of my favorite music, like, in a Mega Man game, period. I love, like, the bosses, like Tengu Man and Clown Man, and, like, Bomb and Grenade Man. I love the stupid subplot with the random robot from space that, like, is the actual hero of the story.
I just like it sounds like everything you love about it is just because it's so stupid and cheesy, and I just that's fine, I guess. But I want my Mega Man game to be more serious.
I think that is the reason why, because it's the same reason why I like G Gundam. Like, most people would be like, G Gundams is absolute trash, and I'm like, no, it's so trash, it's good. I think that's pretty much what it is. I can't realistically say to someone that Mega Man 8 is a good Mega Man game because there's so many better Mega Man games. But I can like tell you with a straight face that Mega Man 8 is my favorite Mega Man game. Now it's not my favorite Mega Man in general game because I do like X the most, I think, if you include X series with it. But also X4 is also fantastic for the same reasons. Also X4 I think is just better. I think X4 is better gameplay wise as well. So yeah, that's why I like Mega Man 8. It's super cheesy, it's super goofy, voice acting is goofy. The stages that Ratmus was having a hard time with, I actually am really good at, so those stages never bothered me.
Well, I guess I just like my Mega Mans to be more serious, like Mega Man 2.
Oh, that's fair.
And I only like the graphical styles when it's on NES or Super Nintendo. When they moved on from that into the PlayStation or whatever, I just can't.
That's kind of why I really liked X. X I felt was like a good blend of like serious mixed with good gameplay, mixed with all the other stuff that I like a lot.
And I did just recently watch that 8-hour YouTube video about all of the Mega Man lore of all the games, so
oh man,
pretty much an expert.
Goodness gracious, all the Mega Man lore. Whoa.
I mean, I never knew anything about the Zero games.
Oh yeah, I was just watching someone play one of those last night.
But like talking about cheesy, it reminds me of the time where like I was talking to DK and I was coming up with a list of like my top 10 favorite movies based on DC Comics, and I had Batman and Robin on the list.
Oh god!
And he was like, "I need to talk to you about this," and I was like, "No, see, it's so bad, it's good." That's why it's on the list.
The Bat credit card, yeah, the Bat credit card is classic, man. Bane, freaking Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze with his stupid fucking ice puns.
Yes.
Mr. Freeze with ice puns is literally me if I was a Batman villain. Like, that is me. That is what I would do. I would just crack stupid puns the entire time.
I could be Bane. You know, bomb!
Yeah. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age! Awesome. Oh, that movie is so bad but so good at the same time.
I never stopped to think about how all these hundreds of gang members or whoever they are feel about getting their ass beaten by a kangaroo with boxing gloves.
Have you ever, speaking of kangaroos, have you ever seen that picture of that one kangaroo flexing?
I don't think so.
So there's like a picture of like, I guess a guy took because a kangaroo was in his backyard, like just threatening him inside his house. Obviously, this was Australia. And, yeah. Oh, the kangaroo looked like the most jacked, buff thing I've ever seen in my life. And I've been to pro wrestling shows before.
I thought you were going to say, and I've looked in the mirror.
No, I'm not that buff. Yeah, like, the kangaroo looked like, the closest comparable I can put it to was like, he looked like a bigger, swolled up version of Brutus Lee from Enter the Dragon. Just huge. Huge and like, jacked. It was insane. And I was like, yeah, if a kangaroo just came up to me like that, I think I'm just leaving my house. I don't think I'm living there anymore. Literally gonna use me as a dumbbell and just curl me.
Speaking of Clown Man, this Clown Man is into some S&M shit.
Yes, he is. Yeah, like, I don't know. Mega Man 8's one of those games, like, I could probably play continuously and, like, it wouldn't bother me.
A fellow kangaroo.
Yep, that That's Rue from they like originally he wasn't in the game, and then they to appease people they put him in the stage as a background character.
And they're like, people will pay for this shit. And they charge money for it.
Admittedly, like, I think if I had to pick the biggest reason why I like 8, though, is probably the music. The music is definitely, like, a big reason why I like 8 so much. It's just got very chill vibes that I like a lot in my music. Like, even the stage selects music is, like, fantastic to me. Am I gonna proclaim that like Mega Man 8's a classic and everybody should play it? No, not at all.
My favorite musics, like at least in the classic series, are definitely nowhere near 8. It's obviously like 2, 3, definitely 4, even 9 and 10, like even 5, 6, and 1. Like I'll take anything over 7 and 8. I just do not with those games.
I will be there from Monday night to Friday afternoon.
Yes, Ramus, we're talking a little bit about that before you got here, about Ramus, you're coming here on that Thursday night. We're wondering if you could pick up some pizza on your way, totally. I should have ate the food. Yes, definitely. Well, here's another random question, Luna. Do you like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches?
Yeah. No, peanut butter and jelly are fine.
I was like, well, what are we going to have for lunch? And then I have a whole jar of jelly that Quack made for me personally.
Oh man, Quack jelly.
So that's something if you'd like. And I probably still have some snacks that Quack sent me too that we probably will have. I forget what they even are. I gotta go look at them. Some weird Japanese snacks. Rue can't pick up items, right?
No.
I can't even use this boomerang. It makes so much sense.
Yeah. Can be picking up items when you got boxing gloves on.
I presume no opposable thumbs.
Yeah. And then, like, Shiba just doesn't pick up items because he's already a living weapon, so he doesn't need items. At least that's how it was explained to me by Shiba's pickup items.
Totally got to play Streets of Rage on Sega CD, so there'll be even more Streets of Rage, right?
Oh man. Great on Sega CD. Oh man. I leave at 6 o'clock on Monday, this coming Monday, and then I get in Chicago by 6:30, and then I have to leave. My flight leaves at 2:55 on Friday, so I'll probably have to go to the airport around noonish. So pretty much like get up, maybe eat something, and then go right to the airport on Friday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's like 4 days of actual being over. So not quite a week, but almost a week.
Like how that food just popped right out of the fire.
Yep. Good old kickboxer blocking, my favorite.
My plan is to finish this run before dinner time. That shouldn't be a problem.
You're halfway there, and like the back half of the game is not as long as the front half. Besides Dave Schwalm, obviously. Like I'd say, like the longest two stretches of stages is 5 and 6. So. I hate this enemy.
another video game character named Goro. Not who most people would think of when you say Goro.
Yeah. Oh, most people think of the Mortal Kombat man. Well, man's not the right word. Beast. I don't know.
Yeah. I think when Ratmus posted some, I think it was the Tourette's Guy Persona video. I remember this one video I like where it's like the what's the name of the dorm, the famous dorm?
Oh, Iteluna.
Iteluna, yeah, like it's that music, and it's like a guy making pancakes, and then he just trips and falls. The video's like 10 seconds long. I always thought it was funny, but then like I look in the comments now, and people are just talking about like Akechi wants to know about the pancakes, and like, you know, now I get that reference.
Yeah, that is indeed a reference.
Yes, Ratmus, I remember that.
Did hip hop music also play while you were in the Japanese dorm?
Not that I recall. I remember they gave us a giant bowl of salad that was covered in mayonnaise.
Oh yeah, they love their mayonnaise over there.
We had a sukiyaki party. Now that was delicious. And then we watched New Year's on the TV. I mean, I love mayonnaise on a sandwich, but I'm not going to go put it on a salad or pizza.
At least, like, from what I've heard, I don't know from experience, but I've heard Japanese mayonnaise is, like, a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, I had no idea at the time that there was a difference, but now I do understand that there is a difference, so I don't know.
But, like, admittedly, like, that's just me hearing from people that might be biased towards Japanese mayonnaise.
The Japanese mayonnaise conglomerate.
I think it's just mostly people that live in Japan that were talking about it. They were like, yeah, Japanese mayonnaise is so much better than the mayonnaise I used to eat when I was a kid. And I was like, so is this actually true, or is this like just you saying that because you live in Japan right now?
Now I kind of want to try it and find out, but Ratmus, I still need a huge jug of soy sauce. Are you ever going to Mitsuo? Do they have Japanese mayonnaise there? They must. It's a Japanese grocery store. I heard like Guy Fieri talking about it just the other day. Apparently, like, I guess it has like a higher egg content or something. But again, I don't know if that makes it more delicious. So we'll just have to find out.
I guess it depends on how much you like eggs.
Yeah.
If you don't like eggs, it's probably not very delicious. If you like eggs, you probably think it's awesome.
But I'm not going to just go dumping it on my pizza right away. So.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a little bit of a jump right there.
Pizza
It tastes pretty good to oddly put this on everything.
pizza toppings is a whole other argument that people can get into an argument about.
Pizza topping arguments.
I mean, if we do get pizza, what do you want on your deep dish pizza, Luna?
I'll be honest, like, I'm kind of basic, and I usually just get either pepperoni or old world pepperoni most of the time. But I'm not gonna be like mad if like we get something with lots of toppings either, because I also don't mind lots of toppings. And back when I was a kid, I was a little bit more picky and was like only pepperoni, but that's changed drastically since I've grown up.
It's funny because, I mean, when I was a kid, I hated pepperoni. It wasn't until I was an adult that I started to like it. And that's probably kind of weird.
Well, it is weird. It's usually the opposite. Usually, like usually you would like it. Take that, Shiva. Shiva getting kind of wrecked right now. Not gonna lie. But like, I know this is the big debate of pineapple on pizza, and I've always like held firm on. I think pineapple on pizza is an alright option, but as a topping just itself, it is not a good option.
You want it like with the ham or whatever?
I think like with ham is pretty good. I'm sure there's other meat selections that would be just as good too. But like ham is like the one I think of immediately. So like, you know, your typical Hawaiian pizza with ham and pineapple I think's okay. I think like pineapple only on pizza, you're just kind of weird. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I just hate pineapple in general, so.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't like pineapple, you're not gonna like it. Like, my personal opinion is the pineapple taste by itself only on pizza is bad because it doesn't have the thing to weigh it down as well, which is why ham is an important like thing to put on the side.
Yeah, I know.
And all this to be said, I don't really want you to get Hawaiian pizza, so don't do that.
Don't worry, we're not. No. How do you feel about sausage and mushroom?
Well, I used to hate mushroom, but now I'm okay with it, and I love sausage. So,
I mean, I think what we generally did in the past with like Cobra or something is we would get two pizzas, one pepperoni, one sausage, or because me and Ratmus, our favorite is sausage and mushroom. That's what we've had since we were kids.
yeah, I used to be like anti-mushroom, like pretty hard, and I'd say when I was a teenager, I kind of grew out of that anti-mushroom, and Sturba's was like, this actually tastes pretty good, and especially when it's like mixed with other things.
Yeah, since I like pepperoni now, I'm fine with one being pepperoni, the other being sausage. It's a good variety.
I've been like getting real. I don't know when they started like making this an option, but now like a lot of pizza places have old world style pepperoni as an option. I've been liking that a lot.
I mean, I've heard of uncured pepperoni.
That might be what it's like actually supposed to be called, but I know a lot of pizza places I've ordered from call it old world style. It's basically just like a pepperoni that's kind of crispy.
Alright, well, yeah, that maybe it's crispy.
Yeah, it's like crispy. It's got a crunch to it when you bite into it. I don't know. I would say it's a little bit more spicy than pepperoni. Not that pepperoni is like mega spicy, but it does have like a little bit of a kick to it. That's probably why I like it, because as has been well affirmed by multiple people, I am a spice connoisseur here.
Yeah, like if I was getting a frozen pizza, like a crispy, spicy pepperoni, I would love that. But the toppings at the deep dish pizza place might not have that many options.
Yeah,
It's a little more basic than that.
So, yeah, Doom got first front row tickets to it multiple times. Not to mention, like, he saw like what my like real capability is when he saw me have that one super like mega death sauce or whatever it was that his brother sent. Like, I had some of it with enchiladas, and like the first time I had it was like, dang, this is pretty good. This is pretty hot. And then like the next time I had it, I'm just like, kind of nothing.
Saw your true form.
Yeah. Like, cause we had it one night for dinner, and then it was leftovers, and I had it, and I like doused the thing with that sauce, and like I'm just eating it, and like no sweat, no reaction, no nothing. I'm just like, still tastes pretty good, but it's not as hot anymore. And Doom just looks at me, he's just like, I don't understand. Because like the day before, I was like, was kind of like, I wouldn't say I was freaking out, but I was definitely like recognizing that it was hot. I also did that one chip challenge at work. I didn't take any like video proof or anything of it because work would hate me if I took video proof of The Office. But yeah, I did the one chip challenge at work and managed to eat that without like taking a drink or anything for like hours.
But yeah, Doom, to sum up, I got an S rank on a level. I beat the game as Estelle and Max, which is trophies. And now I'm just beating it with Rue. There's no trophy for that, but I'm just doing it for the lulz.
Rue's a fun character, I understand.
And I mean, the more points I get, the better. But
yeah, that too.
And then kind of discussing. So Luna is coming over next Monday, as you know, and by the time his plane gets in here and we have dinner and everything, we probably won't stream that Monday night. I'm hoping that Bunny will stream Monday and Tuesday and maybe beat Link to the Past by then.
Yeah.
Who knows? But we are ready to do some afternoon streams around this time. We are ready to stream late night after Bunny, possibly. One thing we know for sure is that Thursday evening is when we have Ratmus, so that will be a definite Thursday evening with Ratmus.
Yeah.
Kind of talking about, getting pizza and Portillo's and who knows what else, we'll see. And Ratmus did buy you some type of hot habanero sauce, so I assume the plan is to try that here on stream, but then I don't know. If you don't finish it, then I don't think you can bring it back on the plane, so I don't know what the plan is for that.
I'll finish it. That's fine.
You'll bring it and just chug it in front of the TSA. Oh, that would be amazing.
It'll be finished. Are you gonna be gone like all week next week, or is it just like a weekend thing?
I think he's leaving Thursday and he's coming back Monday. He's let us know him. I think he's. So yeah,
Thursday to Monday. Okay.
definitely not missing any of us streaming.
And I just realized, like, if I would have waited a little bit longer, I could have maybe visited for one more day because I schedule swapped with my coworker, so I didn't actually have to be back to work until Saturday at 10 p.m. So I could have stayed like until Saturday, but then I realized when I planned out this trip that wasn't the case. So I guess it doesn't matter. Always another time. Because as I've said before, the trip to Chicago is actually like the cheapest trip I can do because it's literally like $200. It's like $100 for a flight. So just one flight, I can like pay for a trip to Chicago with like one day's worth of work. So
Too bad it's not that cheap, quick, and easy for Doom to come to Chicago.
yeah, it's quite a plane trip. As someone coming from Michigan, I can attest. It's like 5 or 6 hours most times. That's if you get lucky and get ones that like get to the next flight really quickly. It's actually probably more like 7 or 8 hours in actual time with like layovers and stuff. I hate these two. Oh god, they got you stuck in the loop. Not so much the poison one that's a problem, it's the damn fire one that's a problem. Constantly throwing them stupid fire on the ground.
Normal people.
heard what Doom said. And I'm like, yeah, that's fair. And really, I guess you can't really compare my playing Streets of Rage 4 to like regular play now.
I think earlier you referred to it as like a high casual.
Yeah, that's what I said. Wait, I was talking about Cuphead. As for Streets of Rage 4, especially with particular characters, I'm like world class. And that's not me being cocky or anything. It's literally proven by like video. So
For Cuphead, I guess, and then I was going to say, well, maybe it should be called business casual. Business casual. These guys just
for
fucking
Cuphead, I'd say I'm high casual. Like I'm not world class of like speedrunner level, but like I'm pretty good at the game, just in general. But like for Streets of Rage 4, no, I'm world class. Like one of the best players, especially in particular with like a certain character. I wouldn't say like overall, because there are a lot of characters I'm not great with in Streets of Rage 4, but like with certain characters, yeah, I definitely am high level.
And you said something like if Doom wanted to work at it, then he could get way better in Cuphead or something.
Yeah, if Doom played Cuphead as much as I did, he'd probably be just as good, if not better. IMO. Which is why we've talked about racing it before, because I know he could get that good. It's just, yeah, I don't know if he'll like play it enough to get it like that down pat, whereas I did, because I was like super into it for a little bit. I got so into Cuphead that I started doing the expert fights for fun. So that tells you all you need to know.
And I've never played Cuphead, but I doubt I could even beat the first level.
First level's not so bad. I'd say like the uptick in actual difficulty happens like at Island 2. Like I know a lot of people have a hard time with Island 1, but I don't think Island 1 is like that hard if you like know what you're doing. I could say Isle 2, even if you know what you're doing, can be pretty difficult. Like, there's a reason why I still kind of cringe every time I gotta fight Grim Matchstick, because I know like he can ruin my plans, even now.
Get out of here.
Oh yeah, utilizing the insta-death. Nice. I always forget how many skills that Brew has that can like just launch people out of windows. Yeah, no, I'm the same way. Like, I still got to be on my toes with IL2 as well. I'd say like if I had to like list it in terms of difficulty and things I've gotten really good at, I've actually found that I'm still a lot less consistent with IL2 than I am IL3. I don't know why that is because I know the boss fights in IL3 are harder. Well, some of them are, but like for some reason IL2, for whatever reason, leads to more problems than IL3 for me. Like, because I have like autopiloted like fights against like. And Bunny heard me saying that she would be so mad, but like Call's robot, I've autopiloted won that fight before, plenty of times. When I say autopilot, I mean like I'm not really paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going through the motions. I still have to be on my toes for the devil fight for sure. I still have to be on my toes for almost all the DLC fights. Especially freaking Salt Baker. The Salt Baker, like, ugh, it can go so bad so fast. It's so irritating. I'm happy I got a lot better at the expert fight though, because I remember it took me a really long time the first time, and I was really annoyed that it took me that long. That's why I was like, I need to redeem myself. This needs to not ever take this long ever again. Even though realistically the Salt Baker expert fight is like literally the hardest fight in that entire game. And that's with Miss Chalice being so OP. So that's saying a lot.
You like Noodles and Company?
Yeah, Noodles Company is good. I don't think I've had it in a while. I remember having it when I was at uni though. Don't you hate that when you like have a craving for something and then you find out like the store's closed or like the food restaurant or whatever it is? It sucks so much.
Place you like closes, it's terrible.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember like a particular example. I can't really remember one at the moment, but I do know what's happened before. Oh, that might have been it. I think I was trying to go to Fuddruckers for dinner once, and I found out the Fuddruckers near my house like closed.
Or as we call them, rud fuckers.
Yup.
But not, actually, I mean, there was that Detroit pizza place. My parents literally were like, "We want Detroit pizza." I called them up, nobody answered. Found out on the internet that they closed.
Nice. Not nice, but yeah, that sucks.
The opposite of nice. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of places. I think a lot of places like that closed, especially with when COVID happened and everything.
Yeah. My favorite German restaurant closed because of COVID. But even before COVID happened, we had this really good Chinese food place by my house, and like they had a sign on their door that was like closed for remodeling. We will be back soon, and they never came back.
Damn.
I don't know what the hell happened.
I closed for remodeling. They meant like they're remodeling their life.
Ouch. Actually, we had a Brown's Chicken near us that was closed for a fire. I hope they don't close down.
Rough. Are German food, is that supposed to mean like German food's like not known for spice, or German food is known for spice?
I don't think it's known for spice. The spiciest food they have is sauerkraut. Actually, Ratmus got me this
Gotcha.
hot jardinera from someplace he went to, and I still haven't opened it.
I'd say like most like, so I've been to a couple restaurants where they like play up their spiciness. I'd say out of all the ones that actually play up their spiciness, like this is actually pretty spicy. I don't know if you'll be able to handle it, Mr. White Guy. um, I'd say the one that actually was pretty spicy was the Thai food. Indian's a close second, though. Yeah, cause like, well, me and my roommate went to a Thai food place after work one day, and like she asked my roommate his order first because he ordered first, and like I think she said something along the lines of, "Do you want to cry or do you want to die?" Like, and my roommate's like, "Neither, please. I would just like regular food." So she's like, "Okay." And then she came over to me and she's like, "What do you want?" And I'm like, "I want as spicy as you can go." And she's like, "Really?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "You want Thai style?" And I'm like, "Yes, I want Thai style." And I actually had it. It was actually pretty spicy. Not anything I can't handle, but it was. I can understand why, like, she felt the need to warn people. Now, on the other hand, I will say I went to a Mexican place, and maybe it was just this Mexican place, but it had this food listed as spicy. That was the mildest spice of my damn life, man. Like, holy moly, that was so pathetic.
Holy mole.
I was like, seriously? This is what you got listed as spicy? Come on.
I have never had Thai food or Indian food, and it's not necessarily because of the spice. It's just that that's not really the kind of food that I think I would like.
Yeah, I had, it was like a seafood noodle bowl, I think is what I had at the Thai food place. And then I had and then at the Indian place that was actually pretty decent, it was a curry. Yeah, I was incredibly disappointed. Like I can't like overstate how disappointed I was. I was like, seriously? What? Yeah, because like I went with like a coworker and my roommate, and like the coworker was like, "How was that spiciness?" I'm like, it wasn't spicy. It was whatever. I should have just got regular food because this wasn't spicy. I should have went for the more tasty thing than the spicy thing because the spicy thing didn't exist.
That reminds me of a story that happened once. It was like Ratmus got these like it was like a packet of ghost pepper sauce from Wendy's,
Oh yeah,
and I don't know why we wanted to put it on hot dogs. I guess that's just what we were having, but it literally had like we had like two hot dogs, and one didn't have any of that on there, and the other one we put the ghost pepper sauce on the hot dog, and we said that somehow the one without the ghost pepper sauce was more spicy than the one with the ghost pepper sauce. It was negative spicy.
yeah. Fast food spicy is it's hilarious. I don't really, yeah, I don't really know. It's like they want to make spicy stuff, but then it's like this is just not. Sorry, it's not spicy. You can't just say ghost pepper sauce and then put in fucking barbecue sauce because that's like how it feels.
Because they know that some Karen is gonna eat it and fucking sue their asses. 'Cause that's the world we live in.
Yeah, true. It's like the thing with that stuff to me is like it's advertised as that, so it's like, my guy, you should have known it was gonna be hot ordering that. So why are you getting bothered? Like if you're ordering spicy stuff, expect spicy stuff. Goofy.
Exactly.
Diablo Burger at Carl's Jr.'s. I don't know if we have that many Carl's Jr.'s around here.
I think you have. I think you have Hardee's.
Yeah, I think that's what it is here. I think it's Hardee's. And I don't even know where Hardee's is either. I'm sure there is one. I just don't go out and look for stuff that much.
Yeah, I don't know where the nearest Hardee's even is to me.
Ah, almost got him out. Yeah, like, I don't know. I could go all day about like spicy and non-spicy and stuff like that. I eat spicy food too much. It's a wonder I don't have like heartburn problems.
mean, I think I posted on Discord a few months ago that like I tried a habanero salsa for the first time and it was just too hot for me. So habanero might be just too hot for me.
Is that like the Tostitos habanero salsa, or was that a different brand?
I think it was Tostitos.
Okay. If it was like the hot version, that could have a little bit of a kick, but it's not like that bad either. Medium's
Okay.
nothing though. Medium's like to me is barely anything.
I mean, yeah, it was hot habanero.
Okay. Yeah, that is a little bit. I wouldn't say it's like incredibly overwhelming, but it's definitely not like nothing either.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's everyone has their limits except you.
I have my limits too. That one chip challenge was pretty brutal. I don't really want to do it again.
So I was kind of like, I wish there was some like easy quantitative way where you could determine somebody's spice level tolerance.
Yeah, besides just eating like stupid hot stuff and seeing if they can like deal with it, there really isn't. I think that's why I like enjoy watching Hot Ones so much.
Yeah, I just don't know if I would do something like that where it's like, all right, here, drink 1 through 12 and see how horrible it is, or when you want to stop.
I would, but I'm weird like that.
But again,
But
it's just like whatever that Tostitos hot habanero was. That's like I don't want to. That's just. It wasn't fun eating, so.
yeah, no, and it's understood. It's always about like. Honestly, it's always about finding like where like that happy medium is between tasty and spicy for the sake of spicy.
Because I guess I will have to try at least one taste of that sauce when we open it.
Yeah, that's cool.
So we'll compare, how it affects me versus how it affects you. Scientifically, totally.
See, the thing is, like, some stuff that isn't even really that hot affects me, but like, I'm really good at just like kind of dealing with it. That's kind of how the one chip challenge went. It's just like, it was definitely affected me, and people were definitely worried about it because they were like, "Man, you're sweating a lot. You don't look good," and I'm just like, "I'm fine." And I literally was like, I didn't drink anything for like 4 or 5 hours.
I guess that's another thing I could ask is, we don't drink here, so I don't have any beers. I don't know if like drinking beers is something that you like to do.
I'm
or
not a
don't.
drinker, so it's fine.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm not like. Honestly, I can't even remember the last time I drank.
You like root beer?
I do like root beer, but I haven't had it too much because of beatus.
Yeah. I mean, I find that A&W zero sugar root beer is pretty good.
Oh yeah. No, that's actually really good. So if you get some of those, I will definitely partake in those as well. I actually had them at work before, but then they stopped carrying them, so now I don't get them as much. Doing coke, drinking beers. Yeah, I don't plan on doing all that, Ratmus.
Just want you to watch some Kevin Smith movies.
Kevin Smith movies can be pretty good.
get to the last level once again.
Oh yeah, last level.
Already I'm dying though.
Yes, you are. This gate sucks. I hate this gate.
I hate these biker chicks.
Yep. Their stupid armored headbutts and their stupid red charge up grab. Oh, I just realized what Ratmus was referencing. Damn it. He's referencing that rap at the beginning of Jay and Silent Bob.
Yes.
Okay. I was like, what? Oh, that's why I kept saying, oh, duh.
Disclaimer: if you're watching on YouTube, Ratmus does not condone using cocaine and drinking beers.
Yeah,
It's a movie quote, we swear. Welcome back,
it is a movie quote, for sure. Rolling fatty, smoking blunts. Who's got the blunts? We got the blunts. If that money doesn't show, then you owe me, owe me, owe.
Yes. The song Jungle Love. Well, the music from Metropolis Zone and Sonic 2 makes me think of that song.
Yeah.
Speaking of Sonic 2. But yeah, Dampe was definitely a cautionary tale of not having a heart-pounding lifestyle of snorting cocaine. Look what happens, you'll die.
God damn it, Dampe. I hate him so much.
Or start a horrible side business making you do dungeon crawling or heart piece digging or God knows what.
I never have to see Dampe again in my life. I would be completely okay with that. And it's stupid freaking task.
What about Tingle?
I could deal with Tingle. At least Tingle like is an optional annoyance. Like if you you have to deal with freaking Dampe to get like 100% stuff. Tingle is just like I don't really need to get your freaking mask or your maps. I mean, I could just not get it. I don't even have to talk to you. I mean, you're kind of weird. Oh, not even kind of, you're weird, but like.
It's like there's what 8 or 9 dungeons in Link's Awakening, and like looking back on it, to get 100% with Dampe, you got to do way more than twice as many dungeons. Just make up your own dungeons and play them. It's like, well, what if I don't like the dungeons? What if they're boring and long and time consuming?
It's kind of strange to me that like someone looked at Tingle in Majora's Mask and was like, I want this guy to be a mainstay in like the Zelda games for a while. Let's put him in Wind Waker too.
Well, let's give him his own game.
Did he really get his own game?
Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land.
What?
Song streamed it.
Why?
I think, was it on DS or something? I think that's why only she can stream it.
Huh?
Isn't that a
I
trope?
didn't even.
Like Tingle's big in Japan. He's like Japanese. Well, I was gonna say he's like Japanese mayo. We just don't get it, but maybe we do get Japanese mayo. We just don't get Tingle.
So he's popular in Japan enough to where they made a game for him.
Yes.
All right, sure.
Put it on the list of Zelda games that Bunny should play.
Please don't. Isn't his whole character like I like am obsessed with this little fairy boy, so I'm gonna dress like him, and I'm like a middle-aged man.
I mean, yes. He's also obsessed with money.
Yeah, he does that like. And Majora's Mask, can you buy his like stuff from him? He says like some weird ass incantation is like these are my trademark words, don't steal them. Like, dude, what? Yeah, that shit. Man, I regret waking up for this stream. At least then I wouldn't have had to know that Tingle had his own game. Could have just stayed in bed and napped more. Instead, now I know that Tingle has his own game and all is not right with the world. See, if I go to bed now, though,
You'll have nightmares about Tingle's game.
yeah, and plus I'll probably sleep through most of the bunny stream, and I'm kind of trying to get that golden carrot, so I need to not do that so much. Brave of Thunder Tackles. I'll be doing plenty of that when I'm visiting. So like, I got like a mini day off coming up because me and a coworker did a shift swap, so I actually don't have to go in until 10 p.m. tomorrow instead of 1 a.m. like I normally do. So it's like almost a whole nother day off. Kind of nice. They actually haven't changed my schedule on my thing yet, so it's like, am I not supposed to do it? But then I guess like that's just how slow work people are, so I just gotta show up when the schedule swap time is. Yeah. Apparently it's a problem. And it annoys me so much because the conversation I had with you yesterday, dude. So it's like people that struggle this much with this stuff get to have a job, and I'm like on the edge about my job. Like, come on now. Yeah, mine normally doesn't, but I'm like switching with someone, so I'm switching with someone due to religious a religious situation. Just for a month or so. I wish I was more a morning person. I actually wouldn't mind working in the morning to have like a normal actual sleeping pattern and everything, but like uh yeah, I hate working in the morning, so it's just never gonna happen. Unless I get like a really good job that is only working in the morning, then I probably will deal with it. Hey, you got the infinite honor. Nice. You don't like working in the morning either, but I do it anyway. Yeah, that's fair. Like, the thing about like working in the morning is like I don't like working in the morning for one, and two, like working at night, I get differential pay. So it's like I get paid like dollars more for working at night. So it's like, why would I give that up? Like I get when I get a couple extra dollars.
I hate everything about mornings.
And mornings do suck.
I just, well, I recently noticed this Mr. X thing that's on the floor here. So, like, is that like his tomb? Like, is his dead body literally right underneath this giant picture of him here, or what?
I don't know if floor ever got dropped on that, but maybe.
But,
Oh yeah. Second shift gets that differential pay too. That's right.
you think the clowns would work on the tentacles?
They should, yeah. You just gotta hope they don't prance around too much and they just get to whipping.
But my favorite job that I ever had, or should I say my least hated job that I ever had, pretty much, real job, was working in downtown Chicago, and it was 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. I think that's 10 hours, right?
Yeah, just about.
So, yeah, because the guy who was in charge, the foreman, he was like, yeah, we could do 5 days at 8 hours, but why don't we just do 4 days at 10 hours?
4 10s. The dream.
And then, like, and also he was so nice that he would be like, you know, if he would say, like, well, there's a certain amount of work that we should get done a day, and if I feel like we've done enough by like 1 a.m., we'll just go home then and just say we worked 10 hours.
Dang. Yeah, that's definitely a friendly boss. I'm sure corporate didn't like him very much, but
Well, what he was doing, they didn't have to know, I'm sure. As long as he got the job done and the hours were recorded, you know, what do they care, right?
yeah.
You would think, you would hope that all jobs would be like that, but yeah, that's like the, you know, I say that was the best, obviously, because no other job was ever like that. That is an extreme rarity.
Yeah.
No boss was ever that nice. Again.
Yeah, that's true, dude. There are some jobs where 4-day work weeks are not as viable. Like my job in particular, it would actually work really well for me to have a 4-day work week. I'm probably not gonna get it given circumstances at work, but if they offered it to me, I'm taking it in a heartbeat.
And I'm at 2.9, just like that. We're all closing in on 3 million.
Yeah, 3 million. GG. Doo-doo-doo.
Let's look at these trophies.
Mad Troph Daddies.
Yeah, so just in the main game. Okay, well, I don't think there's a way on this to like hide the ones that I've already gotten. Or that's why I like True Trophies so much. But yeah, I mean, reach a lifetime score of 5 million. Clear the arcade mode on hard difficulty or higher. So yeah, next week Luna will be doing some of these trophies on stream. Is part of the plan for his visit, as we've discussed. Get an S rank on all stages on hard difficulty, complete stages without taking damage. I believe this is a platinum. This is obtain all trophies.
Platinum, yeah, it is a platinum.
Which doesn't even count for the DLC, if I understand how that works. I think you said you could at least try survival mode.
Yeah, I don't like survival mode personally, but I could try it.
I doubt we'll be able to do all these, but maybe you could do a little bit of it to get me familiar with how this works with these unlocking these alternate moves. Oh no,
yeah, I could do a good bit of it, but I don't know if we'll have time to do all of the alternate moves because that's just a time dump.
But yeah, so far I've done an army of 3 clowns, beat the game as Rue, beat as Max, Shiva, and Estelle, and that's about it. So yeah, Ratmus, I forgot to do that. I will try to do that later tonight. But yeah, once again, thanks Luna for being on the voice chat.
No problem.
Checking out me playing Streets of Rage like a noob.
You didn't do too bad. I've seen worse.
But Luna's on a whole nother level. A world class, world record level.
Yeah, I mean, that's like, I can't deny that. That is literally just the true statement.
Kicking this game's ass while chugging habanero sauce. It could happen.
It could. It could happen, yes.
And hopefully we'll have some nice food for you to enjoy as well and some nice times. So yeah, as far as my next stream, Ratmus is coming over on Saturday afternoon to continue and hopefully finish Mega Man 9. Alright, True Trophies updated. And that's where we will end.
My next stream, I'm not sure yet. Like I said, maybe today or tomorrow, but my sleep's kind of all jacked up, so I don't know for sure. It might just get delayed until after my trip is over.
So, Luna's next stream might be Streets of Rage at Rockman's house. We don't know.
Yeah, it's very likely.
All right, well, thanks again, and thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll end here for today, and that's it. Bye.
See you, everybody.